All right. We here, baby. Can you guys hear me? Making sure that we are here, we are live. Let me straighten some things up. Give me a second to get myself together. And, ah, I hope this phone does not fall. All that good stuff. Make sure I got my ducks in order here. Greetings, everybody. We're a little late tonight, late and random, but it's gonna be recorded anyway. I know I'm looking a little straggly. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm at work doing the overnight shit. Happy Easter, everybody. I forgot to say that. Happy Easter. Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday, all that good stuff. Hope everybody had a wonderful, beautiful, nice and lovely Easter. Cocoa in the house was good. Everybody shout out your city. Shout out your city, where you're from, and all that good stuff. I'm currently at work doing the overnight shift. You know, hospital chaplain. You know, Overnight's a little, mostly be a little calmer until something happens, but I need me. You know, but until the end, I figure I come talk to y'all, see how y'all doing. JP, what's good? Y'all hit the like button as you come to the building. Washington State in the house. Yeah, it's good to see y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back into the swing of things as far as the lives go. Shot town in the house, yo. Indiana. You know. And y'all feeling the glasses? Y'all feeling new glasses? Look better without them. I really don't need these glasses. I'll just use them. Could make me a little more astute. You know what I'm saying? Natasha, what's with Natasha? You see Virgo hurt you today. Oh, power struggle. Yeah, the power struggle can be a thing, man. You know, I'll talk about power struggle a little bit. I know it's late, y'all, but I be doing stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Virgos are random people. Well, anyway, Tampa in the house. Nardo in the house. Yeah, we got everybody in the house, man. Hey, y'all share this, share it like this, and make this thing happen. Trinidad, I love Trinidad. I gotta get back to Trinidad, man. Best time of my life. I'm doing good, man. Making it happen. You know, Colorado, prime time. Deion Sanders, Colorado in the house. We coming. You know what I'm saying? Yo, all right, I'm going to get into it. I know it's late. Y'all got stuff to do tomorrow. It's a school night. You know, so I want to talk about this. Kansas City in the house. As I say that, I want to talk about this. Of course, it's always based around Virgo men, but I want to talk about how men need intimacy too, right? Men need intimacy too, and I think this aspect of love and relationship is overlooked a lot because generally intimacy is kind of viewed as something you're gonna give to a woman and things like that. And before we get back to carried away, intimacy comes in many forms. Of course, physically, but intimacy is way more than physical. It's really just paying attention to your partner. You know what I'm saying? Talking to them, being with them, being present with them, showing them love and affection. And a lot of times, intimacy is more than, it's not even physical at all. A lot of times, you know, I can tell you how many women I know who they get touched a lot. So, well, touch is not the right word. Physically, they, let's say, get their needs met, so to speak, but there's no connection there. You know what I'm saying? Dallas in the house, Memphis. Um, it's just like a thing. But intimacy is caring for the person. You know, being there with them, being present with them, being yeah, you're right, affection and affectionate with them, talking to them about their needs, their wants, their fears, just conversation, being intentional and things like that, being intimate. Reading is intimate because you focus on something. You get the intricate parts of the story. Writing is intimate because you really pouring your heart out. You becoming one with whatever you're writing. When you're reading, you becoming one with it. Music is intimate. There's a lot of feelings and expression going on. So a lot of times these things are not viewed as something that men need, because a lot of times when men talk about the stuff that they need and want, and it pertains to intimacy, affection, love, it's overlooked a lot. Like, oh, you just a man, you'll be all right. You don't need that. You just need to be a man, be strong, and work. You just need sex. That's all you need. You'll be happy. And this nothing can be farthest from the truth. You know, for real. Because um, I was looking at something. I don't know where this was. I don't know if I was looking at TV, YouTube, or Instagram. I can't remember where I heard this from, but it was this lady, and she was. Y'all probably heard this somewhere too. It was the lady. She's a sex worker, right? That's what she do. She's a sex worker, and she was being interviewed by somebody, and she was like, you know what? To y'all surprise, I did with a lot of. She said she did with a lot of men in relationships, a lot of married men, and she said a lot of times when I deal with these men, they call me up or they pay for my service, and they don't even want to have sex. They just want to be held. They just want to talk to me. They just want to. They just want um, affection and intimacy. And she said she used to be surprised at that, but she said it happens all the time, where men they just call her up, and she's a sex worker, and they don't even want sex. They just want the time and affection. They just want to be close. So, meaning whoever those men are dealing with, whether they married, relationships, they not getting the intimacy at home for whatever reason, you know. And I use that just as an example, because you would think, oh, men calling a sex worker, he just wants sex or whatever. But contrary to popular belief, everybody can get sex anywhere. I mean, if you really want it that bad, you can get it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't know that about men, and so what that tells me is that a lot of the women that they dealing with don't know, or they overlooking that part of him because they looking at him just as a provider, which is cool, or just somebody to do something. But in a relationship, somebody you're dealing with over time, men need intimacy too, because men want just like women want to be valued more than just for their bodies, right? How long you gonna be with a man if he just only value for your body? You're not gonna last too long. At some point you can be like, I ain't really feeling this. Likewise, men want to be valued more than just their money or what they can do and what they can provide. Sometimes, a lot of times, most of the times, you know what I'm saying, men want to be understood. They want to talk to you. They want to be valued for who they are mentally, who they are on the inside. They want something that they can't get just from off the street. You know, I mean, how many you get a lot of stuff off the street, but they want this intimacy. They want to be able to talk to the person they love. They want them to understand them, and they want to go to a deep place with them. And that's real. And a lot of times you don't get that. And then I talk to guys all the time, for real, all the time, counseling, ministry. I talk to guys a lot, and that they're unhappy in their relationships because the woman is not giving them any type of intimacy. I ain't talking about like sex. I'm talking about like real, deep intellectual partnership and dealing with each other. And this is a real thing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because men be lacking this sometimes. Because from what I've seen in society, men's feelings and opinions as it pertains to relationships and what they want and need and desire is not respected. On a large scale, it's not respected. Not saying that's everybody. It's just not. It's really all about what the woman wants. Is she happy? Is she not happy? Happy wife, happy life. And when it should be about, happy partner, happy life. Are we happy? Are we working together? Are we doing things that we need to do to make each other happy? That's what it should be about. And it shouldn't be happy husband, happy life either. It should be happy partners, happy life. Because you got two people dealing with each other, and both of y'all need to be happy, and both of y'all need stuff, you know. And from his mindset, I'm telling you, I see a lot of men that's just unhappy. They so upset, and they don't get the intimacy. They don't get the respect that they desire. I'm trying to tell y'all, I wish I can call names because I know men right now that come to me and we just talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about married men, men in successful relationships. On paper, relationship look good, but they like, man, my girl, my wife, she ain't. I wish she would just respect me more. I wish, and I'm talking about these are men who are working men, who are doing stuff, who are providing, who are taking care of their families, and who are bringing home the paper and all that good stuff. They're like, man, she not. What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel fulfilled. I do all this stuff. I work hard, and you know, she give me pity, intimacy, pity sex. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. Men don't want that. I'm trying to tell y'all that's not how you respect a man. That's not how you get a brother to be to his full potential. And I'm dropping some game on y'all. I'm trying to tell you because I'm talking to people who, you know, like I said, I come from perspective of what men think and what men want. And if you want to date a man, want to be in a successful relationship, I got some stuff you can hear. You say, how do you give a man more intimacy and respect? You give a man more intimacy and respect by first listening to him. Listening to him when y'all have a conversation, like asking questions, like genuinely listening to him, asking what's on his mind, how can things get better, what does he need, to be happy and stuff. Like just ask him, just straight ask him. How's his day? How's it going? What scares him? Is there anything he wants to talk about? Is there anything that's on his mind? I'm telling you, these little stuff like this will take the weight off a man's shoulders so much. Because men don't have a lot of people they can talk to anyway. Because we got to be strong all the time, or the perception of, you can just little stuff like that. Letting them know like, hey, I'm here if you want to talk. You know, I noticed that you were a little quiet today. Is anything on your mind? What's going on? You seem a little nervous today. You seem a little off today. You know, how can I make it better? Saying stuff like this to a lot of women, it seems like you're a servant. Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna do that. Mm-mm. No, no, no. I don't get that. Why? You know what I'm saying? Is this not somebody you want to be happy? You want to make happy? Is this not somebody you want to see successful? You know, and if just simple asking simple questions like that will make your relationship better, why not do it? You know, and you respect him more by when he says stuff, letting it flow, letting it breathe a little bit. Really listen to him what he got to say, and when he makes a decision, let that decision be. Don't challenge him too much. Not saying you can't talk about it, but I'm something like, let him be the leader. You know, don't like go against his word when he says stuff. You know, and things like that. And he has a suggestion. Listen to it. You know, I'm telling you, it works. And so a lot more intimacy. It looks like stuff like that. It's many ways, but it looks like being more intentional about the things that you do for him. Let him know that you adore him. Let him know that you respect him. Letting him know that the things that he's already doing, you appreciate. I'm telling you, it's little stuff. Men don't need much, but they need enough. They need. This is gonna be a very contradictory statement. Men don't need much, but they need a lot. And when I say don't need much, I mean it's a lot of simple things you can do that make them happy. Listening to them, talking to them, making sure stuff's straight, adoring them, respecting them. If y'all got kids together, make sure your kids respect him. You know, make sure your kids know who's the man in the house. That's what men need. I mean, he gonna do it too, but you don't want him to come do everything with an iron fist. If you say you want a man to lead, let him lead. You know, don't lead from the back seat. Don't say I want you to lead and then contradict everything he says. That's men can't operate like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I told somebody this other day. Imagine you cooking and you cook for somebody, and every time you cook for them, they're like, you cook this? I don't want that. What is this? What is that? How long are you going to cook for them and be happy about it? Even if you enjoy cooking, nobody wants to cook with somebody who every time you cook for them, they got something to say. You know what I'm saying? Something negative to say. And that's how it is with a man. If he's trying to lead And every time he makes a decision, you got something to say in contrast to the decision. Well, in contrary to his decision. Not not saying that you don't talk about what he decided. I'm talking about you in disagreement with everything he decides. Why are we doing this? Why are we going that way? Why this and that? Sometimes, sometimes just let it flow. Just let it go and see what he does. And it will get better. His decision making will get better and better over time. You know, so if he's leading, and every time he makes a decision and does that, and you do that, he's not gonna want to step up. Because why? Just like if you cooking with somebody and every time you cook something, they don't like it or they don't want to do this, they got something to say. Are you gonna be motivated to really cook a better meal or like really spice it up? Because they're not gonna like it anyway. They're not gonna appreciate your cooking. You gonna spend time, hard work. You got recipes together. You doing your thing. They just like you know. How long are you gonna do that or be happy about it? So the same thing. If you go at that man every time he does something, how long do you think he really gonna want to do that for you or enjoy doing that? You know, it, that's not. I mean, I wouldn't want to. You gonna want to be with a woman or get a woman who appreciate what you do or respect your decision making and stuff like that. You know, and so intimacy is a real thing, and it's really just kind of paying attention to his needs and things like that. And it's a balance. It's definitely a balance. But just like you want intimacy, he wants intimacy too. So imagine you be in a relationship, you just don't get no intimacy. You don't get no intentionality. You don't get any of these things, but you just with somebody. It's very. I'm telling y'all, it's very very important. And a man would be unhappy. You know, if he like, just say if he's telling you something, right? If he's telling you something, I would use this example. A lot of times men want to know what's on your mind. They want to know what you're going through. They want, even though we don't like a whole lot of talking and stuff like that, but we still want to know what's on your heart, what's on your mind. You know, and you telling other people instead of telling him, he may take offense to that. You know, like, why you feel like you can't open up to me? I'm the man around here. I'm gonna protect it. You can't open to me, but you talk to the other person. I'm talking about like real intimate stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's real, man. So you just want to be intentional about how you care for him. Being intentional about the thing that you do for him. When y'all at the house, cooking or something like that, things that he cares about, things that he needs to happen. It's little things like if he doing a lot and he needs you to do something for him, and he asks you, how's your attitude about it? I'm gonna just use the example of dry cleaning. He need to take something to the dry cleaning because he just can't get to it. He asks you, but you like, you kind of got a lot to say. Not saying if you ain't got nothing to do, but he look at stuff like that. A man looks at stuff like that. Like, dang, I need you to do this for me, but you can't even. It's your attitude, and stuff like that. It's a lot. You say you always into Sagittarius women and Scorpios. Hey, Sagittarius women, very mysterious. Scorpios have a lot of sex appeal. It's good, Sandra. But yeah, man. So men need intimacy too, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like sometimes he may want a back massage. You know what I'm saying? And like, don't do it just like I guess I'll do it for him. Don't do anything for your man out of pity. We can feel that. You know what I'm saying? We can feel that, yo. I'm telling you, we can feel that. Oh, I guess I do it for him this time. I guess he deserves a meal. I guess he deserves this. Nobody wants that. Do you want that? Do you just say you've been telling your guy, man, I want to go out. I want you to take me out. I want to go out sometime. He'll never do it. The one day he's like, I guess I'll take her out. I mean, it's nice that he finally doing it, but do you really want it in that spirit? You know what I'm saying? Or do you want him to say, "Hey, baby, let's go out today. I hear what you've been saying. I ain't take you out in a while. Let me take you out. Let's go have a good time." It's a completely different thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a completely different thing. You're like, I guess I'll take you out. Where you want to go? I don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You know. So you don't want, nobody wants pity love. It's basically what I'm saying. You don't want nobody to pity love you. I mean, it's nice to finally get it, but does it feel genuine? Does it feel real? Do you want to do it, or you just doing it just because I asked you a million times? You know, same thing with men. Men don't want pity love, pity admiration, pity sex. You know what I'm saying? You don't want any of those things because it's like, yo, you're not doing it because you want to do it. You're not doing it because you love me. Are you doing it because you love me, or you just doing it because you tired of me saying something? It makes a difference in a long-term relationship. It really does. I'm telling you, look, I talk to men. I know a guy right now, I've been talking to in counseling and stuff like that, married. I'm not a marriage counselor, but as far as like spirituality and stuff like that, that's what I do. I'm chaplain. And sometimes we get into those things. But anyway, they're like, man, sometimes my wife try to give me, pity sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I don't want that. And I feel them, man, like, yo, I just be listening, like, man. And he tell me a lot that's going on. I be like, ah. But the bigger thing I see in that conversation is he's a hardworking man. He loves his wife, and there's a lot of different reasons why she's not in the mood or whatever the case may be. But it's been a long going thing. They had discussions and stuff like that, and it's just like, yeah. From a guy's perspective, I know it's two perspectives, but from a guy's perspective, it's like, I do all this. I work hard. We live in a nice house. Our kids are taken care of. I'm bringing home the bacon. And all I get is pity love. I'm just like, oh. This guy, from guy's perspective, after a while, we understand that somebody going through something, you know what I'm saying? There's a million reasons. But after a while, man, you gotta understand that, hold on, let's see what's going on with this phone. After a while, you gotta see this, that it's real out here. And, a man's just not gonna want that. Because it don't feel real. You're gonna feel unfulfilled after a while. And stuff like that, it leads to like cheating and I'm about to say adultery. It's the same thing. Stepping out. I'm not saying I'm condoning it. I'm not condoning it at all. I'm just telling you what happens. Just like, for example, you got a girl or a wife, and you're not paying her no attention. Over time, women need, from my understanding of women, they need reassurance. They need to know they're still beautiful, that you still love them, stuff like that. And if you're not doing that over time, there's a tendency for her to seek it in other places. I'm not saying that's right, but it's a natural human thing to go find that. So same thing with guys, if you're not doing something for him over time, it's a natural tendency to go find it in other places. And depending on how strong or how weak the guy is, and I don't want him to like, well, he need to be stronger or she need to be stronger. Yeah, that's true. But when I talk, I like to talk about the reality of how things happen or how things come to be. Cause it's a reason. We can look at, oh, this guy, this man cheated, or this woman cheated, and it's wrong. I hate it. But what happened? How things came to be? What was going on? Of course, sometimes you just have people who just want to do that. But I'm talking about the real stuff, the real problems. So the intimacy thing is very, very important. So that pity love is not good. You gotta do a better job. It's anybody. Because nobody really wants that, man. And if you don't, so, and to me, pity love in all areas, what's really going on? If you gotta get somebody pity love, pity sex, do you really like this person? Because a man can feel that, just like a woman can feel a change. What's really going on? It's a talk need to happen somewhere. I'm just telling you what guys be thinking and stuff like that. You see, can intimate fix an argument? It depends on what the argument is. I mean, it can if it's the root of it is intimacy, it can fix an argument. But a lot of times arguments are like not isolated, but like kind of isolated things that's happening in that moment. You know, intimacy is more of a big general thing that's not happening on either level of the relationship. So you know, but it can potentially fix an argument. You know, yeah, layers. You said layers to intimacy. I agree with that. And it's just so real, y'all. For the ones who just coming in, I'm at work. Overnight shift, hospital, chapel, all that good stuff. So feel like tonight. But anyway, I just want people to know how important intimacy is for a man because I'm saying I talk to men all the time, and I'd be surprised at how they talk about the lack of intimacy that their woman be giving them, and it's so sad. You know what I'm saying? Because these women really don't either they don't know or they refuse to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's so many suffering men out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will not believe. You think it's a joke, but I'm not exaggerating. There's a lot of suffering men who are in relationships, who want to be in a relationship, who want to be married, who want to have that. I'm telling you, you may not. You look at social media and the TV, it may not portray that, but I'm telling you, the real life, the real world, it's a lot of men who enjoy their relationship and they want to be all that, but he's suffering and he upset and he's like, yo, I'm in this relationship, I'm in this marriage, I ain't getting no intimacy, man. I'm just like, I'm feeling unfulfilled. And people just act like, oh, whatever, he's just a man, he'll be all right. No, he won't. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention to his needs too. Because a lot of men be suffering from depression. I suffered from depression a few weeks ago. Maybe something from depression, sadness, overworked. They be tired. Who can they talk to? Because you start talking to people are like, oh man, you just complaining. You a man. You'll be alright. You supposed to work hard. That's what men do. And then you get mad. And like I said, I'm not condoning it, but you get mad when he's confiding in another woman about his problems. Now it's an issue. And I understand, yeah, it's an issue. But you got to hear the cries for help early on. I'm telling you. You got to hear the cries for help early on, man. And these just my thoughts, man, of stuff I've seen, stuff I experienced, and how people be talking to me. Someone's giving y'all what people is telling me. You know what I'm saying? That's just what be happening. That's the reality of it. So yes, men need intimacy too. It's very, especially a long-term relationship, it's very important that you give a man intimacy. Like somebody said it earlier, love and affection. Men want to feel love and affection. They want to be appreciated. They want to be respected. They want to be adored. They want all that consistently, just like you want love and affection consistently. They need it to sustain themselves because you don't want to be out here, trying to get it from this woman and that woman and stuff like that. It's kind of temporary, but the natural human instinct is to seek that. At the end of the day, we're all humans, and we all need love and affection. That's just what it is, man, woman, boy, girl. That's just how we built. That's how God created us, and we have a tendency to seek it out. We all need it, and so the intimacy part for men is very important. Just like I said earlier, for those who didn't hear, there's a sex worker who talked about a female sex worker who talked about a lot of her male clients seek her out, not for sex, but for intimacy. They want to be held. They want somebody to talk to. They want somebody to listen to their problems. A lot of people don't know that men like to be held too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you be blowing people's minds. Like, yeah, men like to be held too. You know, sometimes, just go home and just hold your guy. Just grab him around shoulder or something. Just hold him for a little while. You know, and just rub his head. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of weight off his shoulder. I'm telling you, just do it sometimes. Especially if you seen he had a rough day. You can tell he had a rough day. He may not want to talk about it, but sometimes if he's sitting on the couch just chilling, go sit beside him, pull him to you, and just let him lean back on you, and just rub his head. You don't gotta say nothing. He might not want to talk, and just do it for a little while. Little stuff like that. That's intimacy. You know, sometimes you see he's a little tired. Just go rub his back, man. Give him a back massage. You know what I'm saying? Rub his chest. You know, I'm trying to tell you, a lot of this stuff, maybe it's just online. I'm not gonna say this is the reality. I just see it online. So maybe my view is a little skewed, but I see a lot of women being opposed to doing stuff like this, and I don't know why. Is looked at as servant behavior, and it's not. It's loving on your partner. You know what I'm saying? You see them down, you're doing something wrong. But I'm just telling you this because a lot of men appreciate they need this. You know, for real. I would just, I'm saying the same intimate stuff you like, men like too. How would you feel if you tired, man? You got a long day of dealing with whatever, and your guy just come give you like a foot massage or something, give you a leg massage or something. You will love it. You will. So don't you think he will love it? I mean, imagine sometimes you just give your guy a foot massage. You know, give him back massage his leg, massage his arms. I'm trying to tell you, stuff like that is intimate. It lets him know that you appreciate him. It's because for men, men are just seen and viewed as these over sexual creatures and physical creatures, and men in a sense they kind of are like that. All right, don't get me wrong, men are like that in a way, but to sustain something, they really need more than that. That's just kind of like a primal nature of a man. Cause men are hunters. That's kind of like a primal nature, but really to sustain stuff, men need more than that. You know, because I talk to a lot of married men who, they get physical with a wife, something like sex and stuff, but there's no intimacy there. It's like eating food without nourishment, you know. And I get it. It takes a lot to keep a marriage and relationship running, But I'm just telling you what people be telling me. You know what I'm saying? I'd be surprised too. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all what I'm like, what? I'm like, dang, I didn't know stuff like this was happening, but it's happening. Because a lot of time, guys' feelings and thoughts are overlooked. That's just what it is. So I think you gotta pay more attention to it, because it's a trade-off too. Because the more a man feels loved and respected, 9 times out of 10, the more he does for the woman he loves. You know what I'm saying? It's a natural thing. Because men work hard, and the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to work hard for a woman who don't appreciate it, who don't love you back, because you feel like you're wasting your time. You feel like you're wasting your efforts. And because we are workers, so to speak, we want that respect and the admiration. That's just what it is. That's just how we built. And don't say stuff like, oh, he gonna be okay, he'll be all right. He won't be all right. You know what I'm saying? if you his woman, praise that man. You gotta praise your man sometimes. That's just what it is, man. Don't be opposed to stuff like that. Y'all better start listening to these women out here who telling you don't do it, cause you're gonna end up alone. You know. And I'm not saying it as like a threat. I'm just saying like praise your man, cause somebody else will. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say it like that, but I'm just saying we gotta get out of this mindset of you can't please men, praise men, or do it and respect them. You gotta treat them bad for what? Like again, if you like a man, you really like him, and your goal is to be with him and family and all this good stuff, why not do what you need to do to make him feel like a king? Why not praise him? Why not respect him? Why not adore him? If that's that's the stuff that he needs, the stuff that he loves. What is the problem? You know, I just don't get it. But I also know guys who do get this stuff from them women, and it's amazing. You know, they're like, yo, I'm good, bro. My girl, she does it. You know what I'm saying? And they appreciate it. And I'm speaking. I am kind of speaking in blanket terms, but like generally, you know. But I've been in a relationship like that too. It used to make you love that woman better. You like, or at least you think about like what's really going on. Like, yo, I appreciate this, man. Like, it's a good woman right here. You know, I'm feeling respected. I'm telling, it's out there, man. And I'm speaking from like media and social media now. So like I said, I know that's not reality of all, but some stuff I see in social media is ridiculous. And like I might see a post of a woman who just loving on her man, praising her man, doing stuff for him, and all in the comments, women just like, oh, I would not do that for no man. I would not do this. I would not do that. I'm like, wow. And the men in the comments like blown away. Like, yo, this is what we dealing with, yo. This is what we got to pick from. Is it really? Is it really like this? And it be simple stuff. But they look at it, you'll see comments like, we're not in the 1950s and 1960s. I don't get it. But like, you want this guy to do all this stuff for you, this magical guy to do all this stuff for you, and you're not even gonna do any of the little things that he likes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's traditional stuff. You're not gonna do any of the little things he likes, which is for real. Mainly, he asks you to love him, respect him, adore him, praise him. You know, most guys, he's not even asking you to like buy the house, pay the bills. Don't even want to. They want all this traditional stuff from men, but they don't want to do traditional things. And I know it's not everybody. It's more like social media stuff, but it's sad. And if that's your mindset, man, just I don't know, man. It's to me, that's my opinion. It's sad because it's basic stuff. It makes a man love you more. You know, I mean, I'm telling a man, for a woman that a man loves, man, he'll move heaven and earth for that woman. That's just the truth. I'm telling you what I know. You know what I'm saying? Tell him what I know. But yeah, man, the intimacy thing is real important. Like if you're long-term relationship, you know, long-term relationship, marriage or whatever, give your guy some intimacy, man. That's like real love, real intentional love. Listen to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him. Listen to him. Be present with him. You know, it's so real. Be present with him. And I just think you'll have a better outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be a better thing because it has to be. I don't know. But yeah, guys need intimacy too. So just keep that in mind, hey, and know that. And if you miss a lot, just go back, rewind this or whatever. Talk about a lot of stuff. But you know, I like to give a man's perspective on some things, some insight. because men's thoughts and feelings a lot of time don't be respected out here. But yeah, man, I gotta get it in, make it happen. You say you're not happy to let the relationship go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's easy to say, but um, if you've been dealing with somebody for a while, you know, you don't necessarily want to let the relationship go. You want your relationship to be strong. You want to work on it. You know, over time you become happy. You know, that's I think that's an easy cop out answer. You know, but yeah, eventually you will let it go. But it's something you've been building. You've been unknown caller. Oh, that's loud. Something you've been building. You've been working with for a long time. You're not simply going to let it go. Your hope is to really get it going. You know what I'm saying? Your hope is to really make it happen and make it last. But yeah, y'all, that's my time. You know, thank you come for John's TED Talk. And rewind this, like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully this helps somebody. Follow me on Instagram at jwhitfieldinspires and all that good stuff. And got more videos coming and all that good stuff. And say prayed up, happy Easter and Resurrection Sunday to everybody out there. Holla at your boy.